Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Steve's got the day off, I'm filling in. This is Rich in the Philippines. I'm calling this travel update. It's going to be real short and sweet. I wanted to tell you what happened to me last week when I traveled into Manila. Your mileage may vary. Please check with the websites, check with the airlines, do all your own due diligence. This is just what happened to me. I'm on my, I believe it's 14th trip here in Asia. 3 different airlines, PAL, AirAsia, and Cebu. And I've had really good luck with most of them. I've done the most heavy lifting with PAL. And I must say, I like them. I've had really good situations with them. I think that they own the route. And so they're the boss. And like I said, my very first flight with them was eye-opening. I'd never flown it before. And I've flown Scandinavian Airlines. I've flown the ton of American carriers. Nothing quite cuts the cake like flying on PAL, and great times. So I flew into Manila last Monday, and it was my sixth leg with AirAsia. I like them also. I've had really good luck with AirAsia. I like AirAsia. I like the staff in particular. I really like them. I find them to be very helpful. And their planes, look, they want to fly. Nobody wants to make you late. Nobody wants to park a jet. Nobody wants nobody wants to not collect your pesos or your bots, so be it. So I always take that in mind if there's a problem. If they say that there's a electrical problem or, a problem putting fuel on, hey, I believe you. I'm with you. Do whatever it needs to be done. With that in mind, so I flew into Manila in November, and I came from Bangkok. And I thought that all I needed was my passport and my smiling face. And that was wrong. I got into immigration. I had all my information, my seats, nothing to declare, any of that. And he goes, well, where's your easy travel? Where's your easy pass? Or whatever it's being called this week. Where's your SR code or whatever they call it nowadays, today? And I'm like, what? I didn't hear anything about it. The airline didn't tell me anything about it. When I left Manila, there was nothing said about it. And none of my friends really kind of gave me a heads up on it either. And so, I came flying back into Manila with my passport and my happy face and saying, okay, I'm back home, because the Philippines is my home right now. And they're like, no, you need the QR code. And at first I got a little worried. I'm like, man, what do you mean I need the QR? And then he explained, look, here's the password for the very good Wi-Fi that the government uses here in the airport. Go on, here's the website, go online, get it, and just come back to me. You don't have to wait in line. Well, none of that was all too terribly true, or it wasn't too terribly hard. Both of those statements are correct. So I went over in a corner along with maybe 20 other of us that didn't know the same thing. And it wasn't just Americans. It was people of all shades of sizes and whatever. A bunch of us didn't know. So we did it, went back in line, no problem. I think that, I believe Philippine immigration does a really good job. Really great job, really, for the stress they're under. They're hardworking. I like them. I get along with them. So fast forward from November to last week, Monday. And this time, I was not going to get caught. No. I'm going to put the name and perhaps the link right up here of where I had to go to get it. I got my QR code 72 hours in advance. So on hour, 69, I had my QR code, had a picture of it, no problems. And then this time they threw a new wrinkle in. Again, I've been flying since I was 7, and so nothing surprises me really. So on this flight, Out of all the other flights I've been on, they had one of these. And it's the Bureau of Customs. It's the old school. When I used to fly for the Army, or in my younger days, what do you declare? A type of a thing. And I was surprised because I hadn't seen one of these in paper for, decades. So I filled it out and looked at my QR code, like, woohoo, and went to immigration. What I discovered is that when I was flying in, it was on rush hour. It was about 5 o'clock. And also, I preceded a JAL flight, Japan Airline flight. And I guess the Japan Airlines didn't know about the QR code either. There was literally hundreds of Japanese people trying to figure out how to do a QR code, in the hallways, in the middle. I mean, so much so that the immigration had to tell them, scoot, go over there and do it. And I admit, I felt bad for him. It's like, hey, 2 months ago I was in your shoes, So I had it this time, and it literally, having my QR code, made it a snap. I was through, said salamat po, and I was on my way. And I left all my Japanese friends, and it looked like there's some Koreans too. I left all my Japanese and Korean friends scratching their head trying to do the easy pass. So I would say, if you're coming over, if you're traveling, check on if you need an easy pass or not. It's super simple to do. I mean, especially if you have an address here and have a phone number, type it in, you're gone. And now we get to this form, which was funny. I would curse, but this is a family channel. It was very funny, this form right here. So I did it, of course, because that's how I roll. I did that form, and the poor guy at the gate was inundated with people trying to throw these at him, trying to give them to him, and he was barely looking at them. People weren't giving them to him. People were just walking by also. I felt bad for him, so I want to let him know, hey, Paul, I did the work, thank you. And he smiled and took it and probably quickly put it in the circular file. So, but it was interesting. It seems like every time I fly, there's a new wrinkle in the wear and what's going on. However, maybe it's not new. So my advice after this video, which was supposed to be short, was check before you come. Check to see what's required, and check with the government. Don't just, again, AirAsia didn't tell me anything last time about the Easy Pass or the QR code. So I had to learn on my own while you're going through immigration, and it's not really the best time to do that. So check it out before you come here. Again, I really like to do things that make your life easier coming to the Philippines. And if you have all your paperwork ready, you're not stressed, you're on your game, you're like, here you go. See ya. Salamat po. So with that in mind, check your tickets, check your carrier, check the government, and check the weather. Have a great day. This has been Rich in the Philippines.